Most of it was like the meat and stuff like that was, but my dad and them, when we lived, we used to always have a garden and stuff. And my mom would can stuff and things like that.
What types of things would you grow in the garden?
All tomatoes and green beans and corn, uh, radishes and stuff like that.
Growing up, did you have indoor or outdoor plumbing?
Oh, we had indoor plumbing.
How about electricity?
Yeah, we had electricity and everything.
How about for clothing? Did you make or purchase most of your clothing growing up?
We most of them they bought it.
Do you remember where they shopped? Where did they shop?
Pennies and places like that. I think sometime my mom and them used to go to Lazarus too in Columbus and places like that.
What was the style of clothing when you were coming up?
Just mostly, they wore Levi's and stuff, khakis and stuff like that.
How about dating? How old were you when you started dating?
Probably about 20 or something like that, I'd say.
And what would you do? Where would you take girls out on dates?
Oh, we'd go. That was another thing too. They used to have they used to have drive-in theaters and things like that. And sometimes we'd just go to each other's houses and stuff.
Growing up, what church did you attend?
Wings of Hope Tabernacle.
And where is that located?
It's down on Lee Street. It's still there. That's the one there. I don't know if you've been down by. They're doing all the work on it. But we don't go to church there now. We go to Hands of Faith. I don't know if you know where. It's up on Pine Street. The pastor there is married to my niece. Well, it's I don't know if you know her or not, Kathy Tabler.
What denomination was the church you attended growing up? Wings.
It was interdenominational. It wasn't in no conference or nothing.
Now, was it a mixed church or mostly colored?
Mostly colored, but there was white people that went there.
What activities were associated with the church, attending church? Besides going to church, were there other things that you could
Oh
do?
yeah, they had the youth program. They did different things, like they went bowling and different things, you know.
Where would you go bowling at?
I think one time we went down there. I think down to Maysville, if I remember right. And then we had weenie roast around Halloween for the kids and different things. Sometimes pizza parties and.
How did religion influence behavior? Were there certain things you could or couldn't do because of attending church?
Yeah.
Like, could you describe?
Well, our mom and them, they made us call people, you know, like you didn't go up and call somebody with an older person by their first name. You called them, you know, Mr. Singer or Mr., you know, things like that.
Growing up, what type of music did your family listen to?
My dad liked them big bands and stuff like that. They liked gospel music too.
What type of music did you listen to?
Mostly the big bands and stuff. Like I still like Frank Sinatra and you know people like that. But I like gospel music also too.
How would you listen to the music growing up?
Oh, my dad had one of them old record players, and then we had a radio and stuff. Cause I forget, I think I was probably Probably in junior high before we got our first TV. And it was like black and white.
What were some of the shows you watched on television?
There wasn't too much on, like Howdy Doody and stuff like that. Cisco Kid, the Long Ranger and stuff like that.
Growing up, did you have a curfew?
Yeah.
What was your curfew growing up?
When it got dark, you better be home.
What would happen if you were home?
Get your butt beat.
Did you play any instruments growing up?
No. No, my one sister did, youngest sister.
What did she play?
Piano. She used to play for the choir at the high school. Then she played in the band too. I forgot about that. She played flute in the band at Zanesville.
Growing up, did most of the Calimans and your cousins live in the Zanesville area?
Yeah, no, not some of them. Because I had a great aunt they lived in Mount Vernon. Then I had another great aunt, they lived in Lansing, Michigan. But most of the, my dad told us he was only like 16 when his dad died.
So when you went on vacations to visit families, where would you go?
Oh, I remember we went up to Michigan a couple times, and we'd go up to Mount Vernon, and then there before my dad died, the same year that I graduated, we went to California. My mom had a cousin that lived out there. We went out, it's close to Los Angeles. I remember that.
Do you remember the cousin's name that lived in California?
Harold Woods. He's still living, but now he lives in Denver, Colorado. But his health he's on the dialysis and all that.
Growing up, what were some of the illnesses that people in your family suffered from? Do you remember? Were there any illnesses in the family?
On my mom's side, I think a lot of her relatives died either. A lot of them with heart.
How about when you guys suffered from colds and flus and things like that growing up? How would you treat those?
What'd you say?
If you guys had colds and flus and different
Oh, mostly your parents would give you medicine and stuff.
Do you remember what types of medicines or treatments they would give you?
No, but some of that stuff was nasty. I'll tell you that. They put Vicks on you and stuff like that too, on your chest and stuff.
What type of health care was available? How often did you see the doctor growing up?
Not that much unless you got sick or something.
Did you ever have to go into the hospital growing up?
No, the only time I remember I broke my arm once or something. But I mean, I think they just took me there to the hospital and they set it and stuff, and that was it. And then you had to go to the doctor and they'd check it, and then they'd take a cast off.
And were the doctors growing up black or white or?
There was both.
Growing up, how did you learn about slavery? Did you learn about it growing up?
Not a whole lot.
What were you told?
Well, not a whole lot.
Do you know if any of your ancestors were enslaved? Your family?
Oh, I never heard them really say. So I really don't know about that.
How about those who escaped? Did you ever hear about how people got freedom in your family?
No. All I know is Ruth just said that the Calimans came from Pennsylvania and they came out there Young Hickory. Well, I never did hear my mother say a whole lot about it.
Well, thank you very much. Is there anything that you'd like to say that I haven't asked you yet?
I don't know of anything.
Is there anyone you think we should interview or follow up with to learn about your family history?
I don't know of anybody really. I mean, outside of, do you know Ruth Brown?
Yeah.
That's about the, I mean, she knows more probably than, because she's, a lot really old and stuff.